Most people know that Samuel Ladoke Akintola was a powerful politician. Some know he was a brilliant speaker, but very few understand how his decisions helped push Western Nigeria into chaos, or how his political survival strategy changed the course of Nigerian history forever. This is not just a story about politics. This is a story about ambition, betrayal, power, and consequences. Let's start with what most people already know. Akintola was a respected lawyer, a journalist, a top member of the Action Group. He worked closely with Obafemi Awolowo, one of Nigeria's most influential leaders. He eventually became premier of the Western region. And yes, he was famous for his oratory. When Akintola spoke, people listened. His speeches were confident, strategic, sometimes controversial, but that's only the surface. Here's what many people don't realize. Akintola was not just a speaker. He was a master political strategist. Unlike Awolowo, who believed in strong opposition, Akintola believed in something different. He believed power should be negotiated, not fought blindly. At the time, Nigeria was moving toward independence and then early self-rule. The central government was dominated by northern political interest. Akintola saw something others didn't. If the Western region stayed in constant opposition, it could lose influence at the center. So he made a controversial choice. He decided to cooperate with the federal government. This single decision changed everything. The conflict between Akintola and Awolowo was not just political, it was deeply personal. Awolowo believed the party must remain united. Discipline was everything, ideology should not be compromised. Akintola believed leadership required flexibility, survival in politics required alliances. Power must be maintained at all costs. What people don't often hear is this. Their disagreement created factions within the Action Group. Friends became enemies. Party members chose sides. And the crisis escalated quickly. In 1962, the situation exploded. Akintola was removed as premier. But here's what many don't know. His removal led to a constitutional crisis. The Western Region House of Assembly became a battlefield. Literally, their whereabouts forced the federal government. That move shocked the entire country. Now we enter the most dangerous phase. After returning to power with federal backing, Akintola formed the Nigerian National Democratic Party. But the region was already divided. What many people don't fully understand is how bad things became. Violence became part of everyday politics. Houses of opponents were burned, political rallies turned into riots. People were attacked openly. The term Wild Wild West was not an exaggeration. It described a region where law and order had broken down, elections where manipulated, fear controlled the streets. Most people know the 1965 election was controversial. But here's what they don't always realize. It was one of the most openly rigged elections in Nigeria's early history. Results were widely rejected. People believed the system had completely failed them. This led to mass protest, widespread violence. Total loss of trust in democracy. Nigeria was now sitting on a time bomb. On January 15, 1966, everything changed. Young military officers carried out Nigeria's first coup. During that coup, Samuel Ladoke Akintola was assassinated. But here's a deeper truth. His death was not just about him. It symbolized the collapse of the First Republic. The political chaos in the West was one of the key reasons the military stepped in. Even today, historians are divided. Some say Akintola was a realist who understood power. Others say he helped destroy democratic stability in the West. And here's the most interesting part. Both views may be true. He was intelligent, strategic, ambitious, but also polarizing, controversial, deeply involved in a broken system. So when you hear the name Samuel Ladoke Akintola, don't just think of a politician. Think of a man whose words could inspire, whose decisions could divide, and whose legacy still raises one important question. Was he trying to save the system, or was he helping to destroy it? Few people know. The Western region crisis led directly to military rule. Hidden truth. Political alliances with the center changed everything. Reality. Democracy was already collapsing before the coup. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful African stories.